nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, blue lady. Check right 54, line 54. Hey, watch the screen, go.
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barber. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready, blue lady. Mike 5-4. 5-0. Switch.
Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready?
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, seam 6, get it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go now, 30 base.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill got his man, Robbie Anderson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Titans. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And this Tennessee defense for the second. Straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? White 25. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming. Wait. Wait. Let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
It's now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Tannehill. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3 down. Undercrush. Check 3.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A second down run with Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
10-2 stop. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Shoot.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy. I'm coming.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He's got a first down past the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe. Rush coming, and he's he's taken down. Levante David able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Check Mike 54. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
3rd and long, it's Tannehill going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
This is Jones, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jameis now on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
He wants it all for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tannehill now to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Tannehill out left to Anderson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
We play to win. Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chopper, 5.
Here's Tannehill. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Don't let it breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let it.
To throw, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 70 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13. Kill, 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 kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
They'll try again with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twist.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he will be marked down right there. At the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
45. 45. I got wide. I got wide. 3. 45 is the mic. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Mariota to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all won.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Well, here's a first down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mariota. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, it's Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To the air again, Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. Room to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Winston here to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's get in there, Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, stop. Sonic! Hayward! Watch the curve! Let's go!
Winston now. Steps away. The ball comes out. And that might be Titan football. It is!
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mariota now from the 50. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They go play action. Winston. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Following the interception here, Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One last shot now for Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as
Growing up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we